Welcome. I'm Bernice Ross, the CEO and president of Brokerage Up and RealEstateCoach.com with today's Real Estate Coach TV show called 10 Success Rules for a Great Business and a Great Life. If you want to succeed in the real estate business, here are the 10 fundamentals that will let you do so no matter how experienced you are. Rule number 1, always tell the truth no matter how painful. It's the foundation of a trusting relationship. And by the way, when something goes wrong, it's better to own it, admit that you made a mistake, and ask, what can I do to fix it? Rule number 2, show up and be 100% present. This means that you're not texting when you're out on showings with other clients unless it's absolutely 100% necessary. It means probably you definitely want to turn off all your Facebook notifications and anything that is not pivotal. The only thing I probably would want to let through is something that was coming through that was a lead off one of my listings, a sign call that was coming there or something like that. But you want to be present, because what happens is if you get a call and you're in the midst of closing and that rings, you break the close. So at least put your phone, your computer, your tablet on silent. And if it's going off, don't pay attention. Finish what you're doing. You can always call that other person back. Rule number 3, only do business with qualified buyers and sellers who will work with you exclusively. When we start working, especially with buyers, it's important that you get a commitment from them to work with you exclusively. And if they're not going to work with you exclusively, my recommendation is to search for more buyers. They're easy to find for the most part. You don't want to spend a lot of time showing somebody lots of property, then they go write the offer with your sister-in-law. So again, be aware of that. It happens, but you want to avoid it if you can. Number 4, you want to focus on right now business, people who are willing to transact in the next 30 to 60 days. Now, they'll come in off of sign calls, they'll walk into open house, but the places that you're most likely to find them, the number one place is referrals. Over 50% of the business that comes in to most top agents is from referrals if they're doing it right. The other primary sources of right now business are calling on expired listings. These people who've been in the marketplace, they need to sell now, for sale by owners and relocation referrals. So again, these are people who generally have a specific timeline. They want to get sold. They wouldn't have been in the market trying to get their property sold if that wasn't the case. Rule number 5, treat your clients like they want to be treated, not the way that you want to be treated, the way they want to be treated. This means asking them, how would you like me to communicate with you? You want a text? Do you want a Facebook message? Do you want me to call you? Do you want an email? What works best for you? So you want to be in communication with how they want you to communicate with them, but also how do they want to be treated? Some people, they just want to get in, look at property, be gone. Their time is like super, their time is condensed. They don't have a lot of free time. Others may, they're going to want to bond with you. They'll want to go have ice cream. You need to know how that client, wants to transact, and then give them what they want. Rule number 6, under promise and over deliver. This means saying less than you're going to do, promising less, and giving them more than what they have asked for. So I might say, I'm going to do the following 4 things in marketing your home. And then, by the way, you do items 5 and 6 that you don't tell them about until you do them. So you have promised certain things that you'll definitely do. And then when you do the extras, they feel like you've gone the extra mile. If you promise 6 things and you do 5, it doesn't work. So promise less, deliver more. Rule number 7, shut up and sell. Enough said. Also, number 8, boy, this one is hard. Don't be attached to the outcome. You may be desperate to have a deal because your family you need to pay the rent or your house payment. You need money for medical reasons, whatever it may be. But when you walk into that client relationship, boy, they can smell commission breath from a mile away. You have to be focused on what's best for them. In the long run, that's going to give you more business. So always put your clients their needs first. Now, if they're asking you to do something that's illegal or whatever, then no, that integrity piece is absolutely the most important thing. But don't be attached to the outcome. If they decide not to transact with you, and the rule of thumb is with Americans, about 1 out of every 3 people who are serious about working with you will close a transaction. So keep in mind, you'll work with a lot of people who won't close transactions with you, but a lot of times those people can refer other business to you when you treat them right. And again, as I said earlier, reputation is everything in this business. Rule number 9, it's their house and it's their decision. Be a conduit of information. My role is to provide the best information so that you can get the best deal possible on your property. Rule number 10, your job boils down to 6 words: generate leads, convert leads, close transactions. There's nothing more. That's it. That's your job description. But to wrap up, I want to say the road to success is shaped by the choices you make and the service you provide. Always keep that in mind. That is the most critical part of what you can do. Thanks for joining us for 10 success rules for a great business and a great life. See you next time.